All right, here we go. Hopefully the last part, at least like not the last part of this stream series. At least not guaranteed, because there's still the Okay, let me pull up the chart for this. It's not really a chart. It's a drawing that I made at work. Where is it? There it is. What am I grabbing onto? That damn rat. What is this? What is the thing I'm grabbing right now? Oh, that's not what I want. This. We made the cereal thing. We made the helicopter. We're almost done with the movie. We're almost done with the movie. Then we have the super soaker. However, I am part of me wants to make like a fifth ad that's like Grumpho. That's a re-explain Grumpho. Probably do. Um, okay, before I get too far into that, I'm gonna go grab the VHS tape that I have. I'm kind of nervous with this thing because I had a moment before I started streaming where I'm just gonna wait and keep talking. Where I got up to grab my Apple Pencil, which was charging. I get up to because I have everything set up. I have all the stuff set up, and I stand up to go grab my Apple Pencil, and the moment I stand up, the iPad disconnects from this like screen sharing thing, and I have to and I try to like reconnect it. It's like, no, sir, you have to restart the entire program. And I do that, and that's also recalibrate my like model because it's completely like lost tracking. Like the camera, it's just stopped working. So I think something got unplugged, but it's weird because nothing got unplugged. It was strange. Anyways, the primary thing we have to work on are the well, there's a few things I want to finish up with the pals here in terms of their drawing, but the main holy shit, my chair's stuck. Okay, that well, at least it didn't lock on here. Ignore Oski. Wait, did you just see my password? Hopefully not. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's just it doesn't really matter. Anyways, where's I going with this? Oh yeah, like we need to because like one thing is Tough Fluff has a cape, and I haven't drawn that on yet. I need to add that. Two, look at Barco. Just look at Barco. He's decapitated. He his neck is cut off. Like his head is detached. We need to help him. We need to save him real quick. We're gonna fix that up real quick. Why am I? Is this an airbrush? Why am I on an airbrush? When was I airbrushing something? I'm gonna fix this up. Give Tough Luff her cape, and then we're going to start drawing the. I say we start with the VH. I thought the VHS tape's gonna be more fun to draw, and then we're gonna start working on the titles. Titles are least fun if you ask me. Well, I feel like drawing the pals is not necessarily the least fun. I think the titles are gonna be the least fun part. It's just word art, and that's not really been fun for me. However, like drawing the characters is I feel like the hardest part, but it's not the least fun. Least fun is definitely drawing the like the word art. This is not fun. I just don't like drawing word art. That's something I'm good at. I only know like one style of word art, and it's just like bubble letters. I gotta draw the cape, and then we're done, pretty much. It doesn't start up there. Just give me like that. Okay, actually, we're gonna have to do it on a different layer. Start like up here or something. Like that. Just like maybe not. Okay, I'm never going to get it right again. I got like perfect on the first try, and it's never happening again. I'm It was that was the only time that's gonna look even halfway decent. I think I jinxed it. Okay, I think I got it to work. So now I just need to color that. Well, same color as this. Shouldn't be too hard. Thing is, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, what if I do this and then fill it? That doesn't work. Why doesn't that not work? Why does that not work? It should work, right? Well, why? Well, why not? It's not going like that. But this should fill. Like it's a full shape. Why does it do that? Why can't they just fill it? It's right there. It's a shape. It doesn't. Why is it the entire thing? Is something a reference right now? Is that why? I don't think so. Although it is. That's why. It's not the reference. Okay, now it'll work. There we go. It's not great, but it's fine. Nothing here is great. All right, I got some music up. Let me actually get that playing. It's royalty free, dark dystopian, cyberpunk ambient music for YouTube, 1 hour royalty free music from Epidemic. I don't know if this really fits the mood, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay, now VHS. I actually have like a VHS like right in front of me. I don't know if you can't hear that, but it's here. Yeah, you can't hear it. It kind of makes noise if you like jiggle it around a bit, but you can't hear it. Yeah. Well, I guess that's probably audible. So, huh. So this thing has. Let me start with this. There's like a rectangle in the middle. It's not really that like deep, I guess. It's like that, more like that. Not perfect, but it kind of gets the idea across. And then there's like two points like this. Again, this looks terrible. It's kind of that general shape, that kind of general appearance. It sounds like I feel like I'm diffusing a bomb right now with this music. This is like bomb diffusing music. This is not like drawing a VHS tape music. I feel too loud too. I don't know. Is it already over? I guess it's like a compilation, I guess. All right. I forget what I should talk about. I had like some weird dreams recently, I guess. These are my go-to. This is like there's really easy to talk about. Let's see. Which one was like I like the few that I remember. Which one was like funny? Okay, I know. I guess this one's kind of weird. I guess not really weird in the like a weird sense, but no, this was a stupid dream. That's how best I describe it. This was a stupid dream. It's like a really dumb dream. Like in the dream, like some local, like some like regional like beer. It's like like a beer that's brewed like Why am I not moving? The beer that's brewed like in my state. It's like kind of like a regional thing. I don't know if it's really sold anywhere outside of like my state. And in the dream, and it's one that I like. It's one that I like. It's pretty tasty. And in this dream, in this dream, like my dad comes up to me and he has a newspaper and he looks really like upset. Like he's like he looks angry, but mostly just kind of like depressed, just kind of like frustrated. And he's like, "Here, hey, just read this." I'm like, what is it? And the front page of the newspaper is like, oh, just for the sake of like, I'm just gonna say the name of I'm just gonna say beer as opposed to like the company name. Beer goes woke. Which is like the company goes woke. But they say that they mean all that happened was they changed the recipe. They just changed the for like it had nothing to do with politics. There's no like wokeness involved in the story. It was just they changed the recipe they've had for like 100 years. And for some reason, the newspaper titled like "Beer Goes Woke," and I was like depressed. I was just devastated by it. It's like, how dare they? The liberal media strikes again. Oh my god, how could this happen to my beer? It was like the Bud Light. So instead of like just putting like a person on thing, they change it. I feel like it's probably a bigger deal, honestly. Because I mean, like I think it was like they changed it. So they just like it was like super artificial and stuff like that, and it just sucked. That's pretty much the entirety of that dream. There's another dream that I had. It's almost like I don't really remember this one as well. So it's kind of like hard to remember. I remember like it's one of those. Okay, you ever have a dream where you remember like one part of it, but it's like a story dream. So like it's like one part that like plays into the rest of a story, but you absolutely do not remember the rest of the story. Like you for life you cannot you can only remember like one part. It's like I'm sure this made sense in context. Like actually, it's a dream, so of course it did. Nothing makes sense in dreams, but like the setup for it, I don't really remember that well. I don't remember like how we got to that point or like what was actually happening. Not as well. I feel like I remember some parts. I feel like I just filled in a lot of the blanks and just kind of like wrote. You know, like when you have like a dream and you only remember bits and pieces, and you just kind of like. I feel like a lot of times this is what people do. Like when they have a dream, they will like have a dream and it's like pretty incoherent except for like one or two parts, like those like one or two parts that make it interesting, and then they just just hammer it out. You know, they smooth it out. They smooth out the story before they tell anyone about it. You know, they remove like the part where like they turned into an amoeba and started doing the Charleston or something because it doesn't make any plot sense, but or like they'll add in like a section where something happens because it makes more sense. It adds like narrative flow to the dream that otherwise wasn't there. But so I don't know how much of it was actually like stuff that happened and so how much of it is stuff I'm kind of filling in. But it was like it was hotels involved. I think I remember I mentioned last time that there's always hotels involved in my dreams lately, which is kind of annoying. I prefer the shopping dreams honestly. They're more fun. All right, so there's like a line going through here. It's gonna have it like that. It's not gonna touch the edges. Like that. Should I put the do I really need to put the logo on this? I don't think I do. I don't think I need to write on here. I don't need to write the title or anything. It probably would be like more authentic looking if I did, but I don't. I do not want to. That's my reasoning. I simply do not want to. I already went over the fact that I do not like doing word art. I will avoid it if possible. If I do not have to write word art, I will avoid it. So, anyways, in this dream, and this is a part I don't remember. So this is gonna be like this first part's gonna be kind of awkward. I guess actually the entire thing is kind of. It's one of those things where I've never told this story out loud. I haven't told anyone this. Not for any like good reason. I just haven't. So I don't know how this is gonna sound like when I you know like when something sounds like really reasonable in your head. Like you have like a especially with dreams. Where it's like a dream sounds like really like coherent in your head when you have like all the visuals to go with it. Like you remember what you saw in the dream and it makes sense to you because it's you don't even need to attach words to it. You just think, oh yeah, that happened. It looked like that. This is what the scene was. I remember what it looked like. As opposed to like the moment you try to like actually like verbally say what happened, it's like this is nothing. This is nothing. This is not interesting because you can't convey the visuals just by talking about it. Anyways, where's it going with this? I'm like hesitant to start telling the story because I don't remember anything about the start of it. So it was like, as far as I can remember, most of it that I remember is that I don't even know where to. I don't know where to start. Um, from what I can gather from it, what I remember, what little I can gather from my memories of it, are that some thing, like some like evil like wizard guy, like sicked a bunch of like giant monsters on either like me, like I was like with like a large group of people, and I was kind of like the like one of the like fighters of the group, like one of the guards of the group. It's kind of like a nomadic group. I don't know if they put a curse specifically on me or if it was like on the entire group. I think it was like on the entire group or something. And pretty much we'd have to like go from place to place because like every so often, if we stayed in one place for too long, we get like ambushed by these like giant monsters. And they weren't just like giant, they weren't just like Godzilla like kaiju. They were like like scary monsters. They were like I'd say kind of like fear and hunger type monsters. Not as phallic, but kind of like the like Silent Hill fear and hunger type, like just disturbing looking and like really big. So if we stayed in like one area for too long, like like one of those creatures would catch up to us, and we'd have to either kill a bunch of people or we'd like have to just run. So we'd probably just constantly be on the move, going to like from like cabin to cabin, like these like luxury cabins. I don't know. In hindsight, I don't know, how they got that. I think they were just like places. They were just kind of like hotels. It was kind of a bit more like fantasy settings. So they're kind of like taverns, I guess, like inns. And in this dream, in this particular dream, let's see. Like I wake up and like there's like a balcony and I'm like the only person awake. Like I wake up and the evil wizard guy's there and he's like, "You're not supposed to be awake." I'm like, "Oh, but since you're up, we might as well chat." Like, "Hey, what's the deal with, why are you doing all this?" because I think he had like there's like several monsters of them, so I don't want to attack him because he's like a really powerful wizard, and I'm just like a guy, so I can't take this guy on. So I'm just I might as well just talk to him, ask him some questions, and then he's just like, "All right, well, now I think I've answered enough questions. Yeah, I don't remember what the questions were. I don't remember the answers, but so I was like, well, I think I've answered enough questions. I'm just going to like carry on with the next part of my plan." And I'm like, What do you mean, next part of your plan?" He's like, "Oh, oh, you didn't think I just came here to chat, did you?" And then this like giant like polar bear like monster like climbs up from the like onto the balcony. It's a huge creature, and I'm just like, I gotta get out of here because this is one of their high tier monsters. The other thing is like I gotta like let everyone else. So I approach like my strategy is just shouting, "There's a bear! There's a bear!" and like running the hell out of there. I think a good amount of them woke up, but I couldn't really tell if any of them really like got the message. I think I like all of them started waking up when I said that, but I couldn't tell if they like got it in time before the creature started attacking. And basically, let's see where I go with this. I remember I came back a while later in the dream, and I couldn't find anyone. Like no one was there, and part of me was like, "Well, I guess they wouldn't be here because there's still a giant monster here." But I couldn't tell if anyone if like everyone was killed or if they all got away because there wasn't any like the whole place was torn up and the bear thing was still at the cabin, but there wasn't like any bodies or anything like that. There wasn't any blood anywhere. It was just kind of like destroyed. Not, I mean, the structure was still up. It was just torn up inside. And the thing was in there. It was like a really oddly large cabin, and then pretty much I go like, and then at that point like I go like "Hurrah, you killed everyone," even though I actually didn't have any reason to believe that it had, like, not at all. And then like I do like some like bullshit anime fighting stuff from like like punching it up in the air and then like teleporting up and like kicking it to the ground, like really just like Dragon Ball stuff, which made absolutely no sense, but I thought it was really cool. At the, like in a dream where you just kind of like do stuff because you think it'll be cool. I was doing that and then I woke up. I thought that it was like really like the moment of like waking up and being like, oh, you're not supposed to be awake, and then like, oh yeah, we're attacking right now, and you were if normally we were just gonna kill all of you in your sleep, which apparently was something they'd never done before. I guess is probably like a line they'd never cross. Even like the evil wizard guy was like, I'm not gonna attack them while they're sleeping. Maybe it's just because they hadn't have never found us while we were like asleep before. But either way, they attacked right then, and somehow I was the only one awake because I think they also there was like some magic sleeping spell involved somehow, and it didn't affect me or something. But I don't know. That part was pretty cool. So speaking of like controlling a dream though, does anyone else have like moments in dreams where something they do not like happens and they just redo it? I don't lucid dream. I don't have like any I don't have control over my dreams to like like the point where I'm just like, hey, I want to do this, let's do this kind of thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't only have like shopping dreams, hotel dreams, and pet dreams most of the time. I'd have like a girlfriend in my dreams for one. That'd be one thing. Um, but like if I did, I'd have more interesting dreams if I had like full control. But there are times you say like I'm gonna look up like a cartoon drawing of a VHS tape. I could go down Bing AI. I don't think I feel like it though. VHS tape. That doesn't. That's not. That's like too cartoony. The ones I've seen, they're way too cartoony. That's not what I'm looking for. Well, I guess that okay. That one works. It's a commission of a VHS tape from like the Battle for whatever island like cartoon show. Which I guess it works. That works. That should work just fine. Hold on. Where's my pencil? Anyways, I had a dream. Okay, let me see. So this is kind of like this. And on the one I have in front of me, like there's it's like a black it could be like why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You should not be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. Why does it do that? Is it like if everything is around a similar shade and you try to fill it in, I'll just like change the shade of everything. That's stupid. I don't want you to do that. And like this one says it's like a light like the one on Google Images says it's like a light like gray color, but the one I'm looking at, the tape you can see on the thing is like black. So I'm gonna draw it black. Anyways, I had a dream like a few nights ago where I was driving a car. This might have been like during the same dream as the beer dream or the bear dream. I don't remember. It was one of those two. It was something that happened during one of those dreams. Where in the dream I got into a car crash while driving. And I was just like, you know what? This sucks. This sucks. This is, I don't like this. I don't want to get in a car crash. I want to ruin my car. No, no, we're redoing that. We are redoing that part. So I could go back in time. So I just like I'm just like just through sheer will. I'm just like no 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 no. I don't want that to happen. I don't like that. We're not doing that. Go back in time. Drive through the same area again, and then don't get into a car crash. I also had one where I was. This is another one I remember like it's like a longer time ago, but I remember this one kind of vividly. Where well, not vividly because I don't remember the details surrounding it. All I remember was I had like some like pet. I think it was like a very small, very like weak, like sickly, like not sickly, just like a really like really really like young like puppy. And I had him. Why did you do not do that? Why? How did that even happen? It's weird. And it was like a live. I had like like a like one of those I had like a shirt where I had like like one of those like pencil pouches on the front of it, and the puppy was like in there. It was like, or maybe it was in like a jacket pocket or something, kind of around the front. And I remember we were going through something. I don't remember what it was. It was some like weird thing that we were going through. I was like trying to survive it, and I had this little like buddy with me. And at some point in the dream, the dog dies. Like I don't know why they either got like hit or something, or it just like died because it was like kind of like weak and sick. But I'm just like, no, 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 no. We are not doing that. We are not letting this thing die. So I just go back in time. And then I was like, no, he's just alive now. He's fine. He didn't die. He's fine. I don't know why I don't have nightmares that often. Something gets really bad. It's like, no, 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 I don't like that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. And it just doesn't happen. It's that Sigma dream set. This looks like shit. This looks terrible. Why does it look so bad? Maybe this thing should be like a lighter color as opposed to a darker color. But if I change it, it's just gonna change the entire See, it's gonna do that shit. Why does it do that? That is so dumb. That is so dumb. That is like the stupidest thing ever. That is so stupid. I hate that. Hey, what if I was gonna say, what if we draw like a square here and then like fill that in, but it's gonna do the same thing. Watch, it's gonna do the same thing. Why? Why would I ever want to do that? What's the point of that? That is terrible. That's awful. It's so. I guess it's because it's on the same. I should not even have. I shouldn't be drawing this on the same layer as the actual. Whatever. It's like that previous one was like music you only hear once or twice in a JRPG, where something like really spooky happens, and it's like really like it's like suddenly like things get like really dark for like a brief period of time, and they have like some like really spooky moment, and then it kind of just gets like dropped. But everyone's like, epic game theory as to what this scene meant. The darkest RPG ever made? This part explained. The implications of this for the blah 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 universe. Like one of those type of videos, and there's like a billion of those. Well, it's like five of them. Like five is a reasonable number. Especially if it's a more obscure one. I'd say five. If it's not obscure, like a billion. There's only two types of JRPGs: obscure and not obscure. That's it. There's no in between. There's nothing else. Except for the background for this. Hmm. I'd just try like that for now. It looks fine, I guess. It looks all right. It looks passable. It's not great. I don't think it should be green as a thing. I think it should be like a different color, maybe like blue. Just green doesn't feel right. It's coming from me. I love the color green. I feel like green usually goes with everything. I don't think it works here. I don't think green is the way to go here. Maybe blue. You you better not do that nonsense. Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe it shouldn't. Maybe it just should be like a dark gray. It's like that or something. Maybe darker than that. A lot of the ones I'm seeing it's like VHS cases. So I was thinking like a VHS tape. And they also like the one I have in front of me. The VHS I have in front of me has like a blue top. But the ones I'm like the one I ever see like clip art of a VHS tape, it does not have a blue top. So I'm thinking I should just like make it like a black color. I don't want to have it like because if I try to fill it in when it's like that, it's gonna color the entire thing. It's gonna do that like nonsense again. It should be dark. It should be a lot darker than that. And like that, I guess. You can still see the little green pixels on there. That pisses me off. You can see them. These little bastards. The ones who do not submit to the fill tool. I despise them with every fiber of my being. Every feather on my body vibrates in pure animosity towards these pixels. There's so many of them. There's so many. I think the VHS tape looks a lot better now. Now that it doesn't have the green. The green was really holding him back. So we gotta get rid of it. We gotta eradicate all traces of the green. All of the green. It's you. It's yeah. How is it like covering up everything? But then if it comes into a straight line, it covers up nothing. And this feels like PS1 or 2 music. Yeah, from something like some not necessarily from like a Deus Ex type game. Not necessarily like the genre, but just like a game that has that vibe. I don't know if I can explain it. Like the vibe of a game that you would see an ad for in like a single issue comic book from the early 2000s. It's a very specific feel, but I feel like that's the vibe I get from it. I have like a I went through like a Shining Knight comic, like the Seven Soldiers Shining Knight, like 4-part series. Why is not that that it is that it's this layer. This is the son of a bitch. That's good. That should be good. They had like a whole. They had like a whole bunch of weird ads on those comics. I think I could just like find it because they wanted, they had stuff like God of War, which is pretty interesting. It's pretty funny seeing God of War ads. But they also had like other stuff. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put the comics. It's not there. Oh, I think they're right here. Yeah, they're right here. Okay. It was volume two. Not volume. This is issue two. Yeah, yeah. Advent Rising on Xbox, Xbox Live, PC, Glyph X. It was like an Xbox PC game, and they just have like some like kind of like I don't want to say mediocre because it's better than anything I could draw, but it's like as far as like comic book art goes, it's just kind of like basic comic art of like some guy with some like kind of cool looking like lasered sci-fi gun, and it just says you could win this art. Like, what do you mean win? It's just a picture. What's like a ye old NFT? What are you talking about? What do you mean win this art? Like a poster? Posters cost like nothing. Like why is that such a big deal? You could win this like a cheap poster of this like image. It doesn't really look that cool. I think it would be cool, but like the facial expressions they have are just kind of awkward. They're not like bad. They're just kind of like awkward. They have like several ads for Advent. I want to see what's the reviews for Advent Rising. Xenosaga 2. It looks very anime. Empire Earth 2. Batman Begins, the video game. Green Lantern Corps, VS Systems. I don't know, yeah, VS Systems. I don't know what that is. It's like some card game that died. The complete Blade trilogy, an ad for a Marvel movie trilogy in a DC comic, which is kind of funny. What else we got? Jade. There's a bunch of Jade Empire ads. I don't know if they're supposed to be Japanese or Chinese, honestly. Like a lot of them look Chinese, but then this guy looks like very samurai like. But you think when you think Jade, you think of China. You don't really think of Japan when you think of Jade. Oh, let's look up Advent Rising. What are the reviews on that? Advent Rising video game. Got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, a 4 out of 5 on GOG, but a 68% on Metacritic. 94% of users like this game. I'm kind of interested now. That sounds pretty cool. People really like this game actually. The soundtrack alone helped inspire me to become a musician. Maybe I should play this one day. Probably wouldn't be good at it though. I'm not really good at any game that requires any sort of skill in any capacity whatsoever, which rules out a lot of stuff for me. As one might imagine. Where's my pencil again? I need to like glue this thing to my hand. I have trouble charging it then. All right. It's gonna be like pause, pause the move. Well, it's gonna be like here's the big question. Do I have big P like that? Or do I have two P? I think I have two P. I should have two P's because the logo it's two P's. I should have it spaced out like the logo, where it's like big P, big BP. I don't think I should. It shouldn't be this like much more. I don't know why I'm drawing it like this. I'm just gonna draw like a regular P. Ooh, ooh, that piano. Ooh, it gets my juices going. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what elevates any like theme from like whatever to an instant 10 if they have like some like piano motif like that. Like Diamond is Unbreakable, like the theme from that, like dun 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 dun. That part right there. Peak. It's peak. Right. That's peak. It's weird because it's such a small portion of the song, but it's like the only part people remember because it's the best part. Also, like Golden Wind, dun 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 dun. All right. So we just have it be like capitals because I'm really bad at drawing um, lowercase a's. Could try at least. It's fine. Let's do it like that. If we have an I, lowercase I is the biggest opportunity to do stuff out of any letter in the entire English language, because you get to do anything with that little dot. You get to do that little dot can be whatever you want it to be. It's gonna be a paw in this case. Yeah, the lowercase I is the most powerful letter in any in the in no not in any language, but in the English language because you can do whatever you want with that little dot. You can make that little dot anything. Usually, like there's like other letters, you have to struggle to make them look like anything. The lowercase I is the letter. You can do whatever you want with it. Any shape, anything can be that area. You can put anything there, anything, and it'll work. You can put an entirely different word as the dot there, and it would work. As long as it doesn't take up too much like horizontal space. Doesn't that mean it just needs to be there? It needs to fit there. Jesus. Oh god, there's another one though. What do I do with the second one? The first one I'm okay with. The second one, suddenly this becomes a problem. I can't just have two paws, can I? It wouldn't be right. You gotta do something else with the second one. You can't just have a second paw print. Mm, there's so many options. I'm thinking we go with something like misleader themed. Have kind of like a magic ball with like lightning bolts going in it. Not SS. We're not. Or they're not. She's not a Nazi. Okay, not SS. Yeah, maybe I should have that for the movie and the I in movie. Because that's actually like an extra factor that's not usually in there. So you have like the villains like motif in the like the movie thing because it's an added thing. It's something that wasn't there before. So that's where you'd put the villains like motif in because she's not part of the actual like, the usual positive pals thing. So she wouldn't be in there like the title logo. She'd be in like the added movie thing. That makes sense. Does make sense. Totally makes sense. And the second P is, yeah, it's further down. So we're just gonna have, I'm gonna copy this. I want to redraw it. We have to like reshape this entire thing though. These P's might need to be smaller. Should be uniform. Like this other one's smaller too. You dumbass motherfucker. I don't even know what that means, but it describes you. It's like it needs something in the background though, doesn't it? Of the logo. You have the actual title. There needs to be something in the background, right? Maybe you should put like whatever gem like Rough Fluff is carrying. Is there Tough Fluff? Rough Fluff? I think she's Tough Fluff. Yeah, tough whatever like gem thing Tough Fluff is carrying should be like what's in the background of the logo. But maybe like a more like it won't have these like lines on it. It'll just kind of like a general shape, like thick solid outline, that color in the background, and then let's see. I think for the it's gonna be written like that. Then the movie is gonna be all that talk I gave about their motif showing up in the. I feel like it'd be best if it's all like more. It's all written more blocky. I feel like that looks a bit better. Then when we're done with this entire thing, you can just put the logo just over here again, and then just say now available on VHS. We'll be done with that. But there's still a bit of stuff to do on this logo though. We're not gonna include Miss Leader though. I don't think we're gonna include her. Just merge these down. So we got to do some stuff on this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to like goes hard by the way. This music goes hard. It's gonna be like yellow in this like sectioned out thing. It's gonna be a lot harder in these letters, but we're gonna make do. Dude, A's are gonna be obnoxious. Is it didgeridoo? These be like red in the middle, but yellow on kind of the outer areas. Swear to God, that's a didgeridoo. If I get too far, let's try to fill that in a bit. Here it should just be, that should be pretty easy. Like this one should be pretty easy. Then the question is, if I fill it in with red, will it still work with that? Thank God. Oh my God. Thank God. Trying to decide how I feel about it. Trying to decide how I feel about this. It looks weird. Something about it looks weird. How to describe. Wait a second. I think I know what's wrong. I think I see what's wrong here. I think I see what's wrong here. I think this music is appropriate. This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong. It's an Amogus. It's a goddamn Amogus. Pattern seeking brain. Keeping him in there. I don't know. It feels like, how do I describe this? This area is like on a like not like this is like elevated. That makes sense. Is it 10:59? I will get this done before I end stream. I will not end stream until I finish this. I don't think we're not gonna start on a squirt gun drawing today. I, ideally, I would just do that off stream. Maybe I'll just won't stream tomorrow and just spend tomorrow working on that. And then once I'm done with that, I can get everything actually compiled and get the video done and actually get this uploaded. But I don't know. I might want to do. I might want to add Grumpo. It's like a fifth ad, but I could always just add that later. Yeah, I guess I could go with the Grumpo dream. It's like the most vivid dream I've ever had in my entire life. I've never had a dream as vivid and consistent as the Grumpo dream. What I said before about dreams, like filling stuff in for dreams and trying to make sense of them, I did not have to do that with this dream. Everything is just coherent. It was just a very coherent dream. It was weird. And it's like so mundane too. But anyway, so in this dream, um, in the dream, okay, you know like all the support that came out for pyrotypes recently in Yu-Gi-Oh. This happened before then, but in the dream, I've said it like 5 times already. There, instead of that happening, there's a big wave of like water support, like aqua support. Like a whole bunch of aqua support cards came out. I was like, oh my gosh, I had like this startup for like an aqua deck. Like I had some cards together and kind of like a pseudo like deck built. Maybe I should just go for it and just build an aqua deck, like a water aqua fish deck. I was like, I should start out by getting the Humphrey cards. The Humphrey cards like really broken. And Humphrey was like some like cartoon starfish, like some little cute little starfish guy. And they're like a whole bunch. There are like several different variations of like Humphrey cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. And they're just like Humphrey, like shining star, Humphrey, like like a sea something. Just like a whole bunch of variants. They all like kind of like similar effects, like that were like just generic aqua support. Like just I mean like aqua fish, sea serpent, that kind of thing. And they became like really meta after like the huge wave of aqua support came out. So I was like, I should see how much those cards cost. They didn't really cost much before, but now they might be expensive. I'm gonna look at them. Maybe I'll buy some up while they're like still a low price. And I tried to look up Humphrey on Amazon.com. Like, it's still a dream. I should mention that. So I try to look up Humphrey on Amazon.com, and I get like results, like suggested results for Grumpho plushies. And I have like like preview images for like what the product is. And it's like a stuffed animal in like a plastic bag. And it's kind of hard, it almost looks like it's vacuum sealed. Like you ever see like toys like that where they're just kind of like in a package, and it's like, okay, I can't really tell what I'm looking at here. It's just like a preview image, and it's like, in a bag. So I don't know what this is. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look at it though. So I look at them, and they are these, like, it's like a brown bird. Almost imagine me, but brown. And instead of like a nose and a mouth, I have a beak. That's pretty much Grumpho. And it doesn't have a mustache either. That's pretty much just Grumpho. So what Grumpho looked like. Eyebrows and everything is Grumpho. And I was like, huh, that's weird. Why would they have merch of the? Why would they specifically say like this is a Grumpho plush? Like what is Grumpho? Like what's a Grumpho supposed to be? So I look it up. I look it up online. And online there's like some YouTuber. It doesn't exist in real life. But in this dream, that YouTuber is like a toy reviewer who reviews like banned toys. Like toys that like, get released and then get like banned like not that long afterwards. And he's like, like some pretty popular guy or something like that in whatever dream universe this is. And he has like a very clickbaity thumbnail. It's like Grumpho, the most controversial toy ever. It's like him in the thumbnail doing like the YouTube like ooh face, and like a Grumpho on there. And the thing is, the toy that he shows is like it's a plastic toy. It's not a stuffed animal. The only stuff I saw on Amazon were like plush stuffed animals of Grumpho. It looks kind of cheap. Kind of these like cheap stuffed animals of this thing. So I start playing. I watch the video, and in the video, the guy says that Grumpho was a cartoon bird that smoked cigars. Oh god, okay, this is gonna be awful. I'm gonna do the pause. Yes, I look it up, and the premise of Grumpho was that he's like a grumpy, like bird guy. He's a grumpy cartoon bird who smokes cigars, and he's just genuinely a grouchy, unlikable guy. And it was like a gag toy. It was like a joke character. I think instead of we're just gonna have the pause be entirely red. Looks better. So in the dream, so Grumpho is supposed to be some like unlikable, grouchy bird thing that smokes like cigars, and so he was like a gag toy, like kind of like I don't remember if it was like '90s. It was like a '90s toy. So when like kind of like Garbage Pail Kids were pretty popular. Was it? I'm pretty sure it was like '90s or at least '80s, and it was like just dumb gag stuff. And the toy was like a plastic bird toy. He It had like a cigar and like one of its like hand wing things, and you like press a button on its back, and his beak would open up, and like the arm holding the cigar would like move upward to like make it look like he's sticking the cigar in his mouth. And then if you release the button, like you'd put the arm holding the cigar would go back down, and then he would spray like smoke out of its mouth. It wasn't actually smoke. It was like like some like chemical mist that it would just spray out of itself, and it was made to smell really bad. Like it would just spray out this awful smelling like chemical mist. And the idea was it was just like a dumb gag gif. It's this bird that smokes, and the smoke smells awful. So he's just this generally just unlikable guy. It's a dumb toy like that's made to be dumb and bad as like a joke. Now the thing is, the toy got banned right away. Okay, as we start, like the thing is, they planned on Grumpho being like a huge success as like some ironic, like character. So they had like a whole wave of merch. They had the Grumpho, like the original Grumpho toy. They had the plushies, and I think they had some other stuff. They wanted Grumpho to be like a huge hit. They thought like everyone would like Grumpho and that he'd be like some overnight sensation. That did not happen because one, it was they decided it was encouraging kids to smoke. It was like a toy where the guy just smokes and that's the entire thing. They didn't want to show kids that. And the other reason was because I think there's two other reasons. It's like these are kind of go hand in hand. The other reason was that people were using them as like weapons, like not like weapons, but like they'd like pester people with them. Like they'd walk up to them and spray them with a Grumpho, and then they'd have like this like their clothes would smell bad. They'd have like this awful smelling like spray on them, and it would like it was really unpleasant. And I think the third reason was there might have been like health concerns with like inhaling the chemicals, and that might not have been good. So they like recalled the total recall on the product. All like the original Grumpho toys were completely scrapped. Like none of them exist. If they do exist, they're in like the hands of some collector, and they're not selling it because it's like that rare. And that's why if I when you go on Amazon and then stream, you look up Grumpho, you'd only see the plushies because they made a bunch of plushies thinking like the Grumpho toy would sell really well, and there'd be like like there people would buy other merch too. So the plushies did not sell at all. So they have all these like cheap plushies, have all these like overstock of these plushies that never sold, that are selling by a whole bunch of people for like dirt cheap because no one really wants them except for like some collectors. And I'm like, well, that's kind of interesting. I don't know why it's showing up now because it's like some dead merch. It's like from some dead product that never got off the ground like decades ago. So I just go on with the rest of my day. And later on, this is 2023, by the way. Um, later on, like I meet like I'm with my parents and like in our house, and suddenly like a movie comes on, and it's like I forgot what it was. I said something like, "Man, I think that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was the worst movie of 2023." And they're like, "Oh, you think that's the worst movie? Just wait until you see the Grumpho movie that's coming out." I'm like, "What? Huh?" Like, yeah, they had an ad on earlier for this like animated movie about like some bird thing, and it's called Grumpho, and it looks really bad. It looks terrible. The movie looks like it's gonna be awful. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, it all makes sense now. Because apparently, and this is where like the part where I'm like kind of fascinated. Like the entire again, the entire this is not stuff I'm making up. This is stuff that happened in the dream. I'm not filling in gaps. This is just the entire dream. Um so approach what happened was I think it was Illumination. I think Illumination was making the Grumpho movie. they somehow either bought the rights to Grumpo, thinking they could like revitalize the character, or somehow like whatever company created Grumpo like scrounged together enough money to get Illumination to make a movie for them to try to like reinvigorate their brand. I think it's probably the former, where Illumination bought the rights to Grumpo and decided they'd like make their own Grumpo stuff to try to like cash in on like a dead IP, because it's probably like didn't cost that much to buy the IP for Grumpo because it's like completely dead. And the reason why I was getting recommended Grumpo on Amazon was because they were trying to push merchandise for this movie to get people interested in the character, or maybe because enough people were searching it on Amazon that like it got auto recommended to me when I typed in Humphrey, because that's close enough to Grumpo. Everyone's looking for Grumpo. So I'm gonna show you Grumpo stuff. So the reason why I saw it in the first place was because they were making a movie about it, and either they were trying to promote it like by like boosting in the algorithm, or because enough people were searching for it that it just kind of auto filled. That was the Grumpo dream. I told my friends about it, and they were like, just like what's not, they're like a whole bunch of times like, wait, hold on a second, this is a dream you're talking about? Hold on, this is a dream still? I told them that it was Grumpo reaching out to me from a different universe to bring him into this universe. I have been chosen by Grumpo to bring him into this universe. That's how he reached out to me in that dream to show what could be. That Grumpo needs to be. He needs the like. I could not survive in that universe, but your universe could be a good host for me. Bring me into, accept me into your universe. Accept Grumpo. That's what. So I kind of want to make like an ad for like the Grumpo toy, like the exact one from my dream, like this smoking one. I think that would be really fun. I'd really like to do that. I think we'll do that after this. We'll kind of like make this and then the squirt gun one, throw it together into an intro, and then afterwards we might. I'm gonna make Grumpo like in my spare time and like throw that in there and like update it. I'd probably have to put it like in early, I guess. Because the thing is, I'm probably not going to be using in the intro for long enough to a point where I can actually get to like all five of them. I might not even get to all three of them. Heck, I could just throw together like these three and then use that as an intro for now, and then make the other one later on, like the squirt gun. Because if I have them be like 20 seconds each, that would be like 20 plus 20 plus 20, like 60. It's like an entire minute of footage that I had to play through. I guess it's not too crazy of a minute. A minute's not too crazy. Maybe I should make five of them. That's like a minute and 40 seconds. It seems it's like that's like decently long for like an intro thing. The thing is, you don't want to if you're getting like actually using one of those, you don't want it to loop too much. You don't want it to be so long that it's like, oh, you'll never ever see the entirety of it, because it's kind of frustrating, if especially if it's something that looks cool. But you don't want something where it's like 2 seconds that loops for like sometimes like the person's like 10 minutes late to streaming. I have like, it's like annoying video that loops like a billion times. Like I don't want, that's like really annoying. I don't like that at all. I'm kind of debating if I should give the example I'm thinking of right now. It's like one of the like the streams that has like the 2 second loop. It just plays like over and 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 over again. Ooh. 11:17. Wow. Did I do any drawing the entire time when I was talking about Grumpo? I don't think I did. I don't think I did any work. E's gonna be a nightmare. I already didn't like the E. Oh, yeah, I hate this E so much. It's my least favorite E in the entire world. This is the worst E. This is the worst E. You hear that? They're garbage. They're garbage E. That's terrible. I don't like that at all. I actively despise this E. E is not my child. I disown it. I disown this E. E's gonna spend the rest of its life trying to. No, Dad, I can do it. No, you can't. You're a failure, E. You'll never amount to nothing. Then it wins like a fucking like basketball tournament or something. I'm like, gosh dang, E, you made me proud, boy. And like the credits roll. And then when the credits are done, are actually rolling, I beat it. I beat the shit out of him. How dare he escape from his basement? I don't want people to know that though. How dare you make me try to go all sappy for the sake of. This is dumb. It's not funnier in my head. You like when you just think like it's like like kid humor where you think if I make it like darker, it's automatic. If I take something like cute, add dark like stuff to it, like a dark twist to it, that is automatically comedy. Like I remember when I was a kid, I had this idea where like Boots, from Dora the Explorer goes insane and like kills Dora because she's like, I'm tired of being your second in command, Dora. Like I'm killing you, Dora. And then he takes out like an AK-47 and like shoots her a billion times. And as a kid, I thought that was the funniest concept ever. Like, I just thought about it. Like I was like starting like giggling like a dumbass. I tell like my friend about it. It's like, oh my god, that's great. Oh my god, that's hilarious. You kind of grow up. It's like, wait a second. That's just kind of like, not really a joke there. It's kind of mean. There's not anything funny about it. The good news is, oh, we're almost done with the logo. Because the other part, the other like, we just have like 4 letters. So you had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10. No, like nine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we did like 9 letters. This next one is 4 letters. So it should be a lot easier. We're not going to go through a Grumpo story again, so it shouldn't take as long. Is it weird that now I have the oh, whoa, I don't like that. The but I mentioned earlier about intros that are like 2 seconds. And I was like, oh, I have one specific one in mind, but I don't want to mention it because I feel like it'd be like mean spirited to call someone out in like their intro. I have it stuck in my head now. It's playing on a loop in my brain. It, it's playing in my like I can see it, I can hear it. I can like hear it in my brain. It won't stop. It's playing. It's playing on a loop in my brain. I feel like there's like a telltale heart moment. It's gonna continue until like I break and admit which one it is. Gotta focus on this. 3 more letters. Oh, I'm tired. Holy shit. I am so tired right now. I usually go to bed. I mean, I should be able to go to bed at midnight still. I'm used to doing stuff at this time. This isn't really doing much. I'm just drawing. I guess I'm talking. Talking is still an activity. Oh god. Yeah, I did color. I did like do line art around here. Yeah, I still don't like that E. I thought maybe if maybe I'll look back at that E and think it's good. No, I still don't like it. I still do not like that E. I do. I really don't. I thought like maybe I don't remember. Maybe it's worse than it's not as bad as I remember. No, it's pretty bad looking. It's pretty awful E. Still don't like it, kid. I don't care if you won any baseball tournaments. I don't even like baseball. I thought you had to play baseball. You can break windows with that and I have to pay for them? Probably. I was never able to play baseball. Not as not because I had like opportunities to. It's not like I wanted to and wasn't able to. It's like because I would always like if a ball came towards me, I'd freak out. I'd be like, "That's gonna hit me. The ball's gonna hit me." Like I just flinch and I wouldn't be able to hit anything because I just be like a ball would like someone would the pitch. I just be like, "It's gonna hit me. It's gonna hit me." I'd like flinch and I wouldn't be able to hit anything. I just go up, strike, 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 go back. I mean, yeah, you're a kid, but like you still want to do well. So it's not like it's a huge deal that you're bad at baseball, kid. It's like nah, but still, like when you're a kid, it's a big deal. It wasn't anything like big, but like so when you don't win a game, it feels kind of bad. I mean, I don't really care that much. Is the thing. So like I like the idea of baseball, but like actually playing it wasn't really my thing. We should make this a lot bigger. This part, like a lot of like empty space to fill. Like that color, like that. It's all right. It's passable. We're just gonna draw the like crystal in the background, and we should be good with that. We can just copy paste it over here, and then just now available on VHS, and then make the background, and we're done. Again, this is gonna be the hardest one. Remember how like I finished the helicopter one like really quickly, and even that one I had like a bit more like hesitancy with how to draw the helicopter. The squirt gun one should be easy as hell. I think we're going like I might try to do that one tomorrow. I might not stream tomorrow. I might just spend tomorrow working on that off stream. I think I just get more. I would say I want to say I'll be more productive off if I draw off stream. I can just never bring myself to draw off stream now. You know, because I feel like I just get too distracted. I think it's because like if I work like like the entire week. I don't want to like it's like oh, but I can just sit around. Like I'll just finish this video and then maybe I'll start on it. It's like oh well, it's lunchtime. I should get lunch. And I'm gonna watch a video while I'm eating lunch. Oh yeah, I gotta start this video. I might as well finish it. No, no, I gotta go work out. It's just, if I don't do it now, I won't be able. No, I'm done. I gotta go take a shower. Oh, well, I'm still like drawing off. I'm just gonna like maybe watch another video. Oh, it's around dinner time. I should probably just I don't want to get anything too like started right now because I'm gonna have to go and I have to figure out dinner soon. Oh well, I'm too full. I'm just gonna sit around for a bit. Yeah, I just don't do anything. And the crystal is gonna be like I can't. So I guess it does could just go like that. Does not like it's like this. I think I know that because I'm the one who drew the crystal. I think I should know what shape it is. I love the distort tool. Pretty good. It looks pretty good to me. Color that in. So the lines are really bold and like evenly bold. Get rid of this husky thing. Select this color. Um, hmm. I have to choose a different color. That color's not working. But like green. Not that shade of green. That's piss green. If your piss was green, it would be that color of green. Okay, green doesn't work either. I feel like blue works. I don't want it to be blue because the background's already blue. I have to change the color of her crystal, I guess. For that for now. Then I think I want to try a different color though. What about like this? What are you doing? I'm on the wrong layer. It actually looks really. I actually like that. Changing the color of this. Should have seen that coming. I really should. I really should have seen that coming. It fills in nicely. I might want to like go over the outer line work for that a bit. And I think we can copy paste that. And just make it bigger. Like finish this part of it. Maybe if I change it to fine tip, yeah, that might be better. Hyper focusing on this. Hyper focusing. I do not like you, E. I simply do not. I don't think you're good. I think you're a bad letter. I think you should be like given the Spartan treatment and like left in a forest. Defend for yourself. And only if you come back alive will we consider you a person. So I think that's like, isn't that what the Spartans? Something like, they did something like that. Either way, that's what we're gonna do to that E. Said if it comes back, we're just gonna throw it back in the woods. Yeah, the A is screwing me up now. It's better. Better asterisk. It was the better asterisk. It will never be good. Yeah, it's just like merge this down and then like there's no duplicate options, just copy paste. It looks like it says positive the movie pals, but I do not care. I care a little bit. I don't care. 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 I do not care. Do not care. Do not care. If I tell myself that enough times, it'll become true. I forgot something, didn't I? I have to write the logo. I have to write the title down here. This could be annoying. I'm gonna do. I think I can. I think I can do that. Hold on. Undo selection. Undo paint stroke. Undo paint stroke. Undo merge down. So what we're gonna have to do is copy each word and then put it on the side. Will that work? We'll worry about like getting them in like perspective later. Wait, I'm not on the right layer. I'm not on the right layer for this. Okay, it didn't work. Then we're just gonna copy the and then movie, and then we're gonna try like deform it, distort it until it looks like it's actually like on the side of the box. Next, we're gonna go with the, and then we're gonna go with movie, and then we're done. Move to this layer, select movie, copy paste. Do not do that. We're going to merge all this down. The movie needs to be changed. I forgot about the Amogus. Now I can merge it all down. Merge down, merge down, merge down, then distort. Uniform. Make it smaller. Freeform, make it shorter. Look good to me. Yeah, looks good. Kinda. Not perfect. Needs to be distorted a little bit more. Like this way. Then it's better. Yeah, it looks pretty. I kind of like how that turned out. I kind of like how that turned out. Then we're gonna copy that, put it up there really big, and then we're gonna draw like "Oh Now" on VHS in like just text, and then we're gonna come up with a background. Background's gonna be kind of annoying. I don't know what we're gonna do for the background. I have no idea. I have no idea what the background's gonna be. Wait, no, hold on. Before I do that, I can fix this. The thing that I totally do not care about at all. I care about it. Let's change that a bit. Is that better or worse? Hal's needs to be smaller and moved up a bit. I have an idea. Like that. Graphic design is not my passion. I have no passion for graphic design whatsoever. I feel nothing but absolute disdain for designing graphically. Uniform, and then let's try that again. All right. Now the background. What should the background be? Do my Duolingo too eventually. I'll do my Duolingo and try to think of something. I only have like 18 minutes. Just give me like 1 minute. Because it's like still baby shit. I've been doing this for almost a year straight. And it's still baby shit. I play tennis. Whoa. All right. What? All right. 10 in a row. I watch funny videos. I've never been able to learn days of the week in Japanese. Perfect. Sasuga Ore-sama. What day am I on now? I'm not using Super Duolingo. You see that weird ad they apparently did on the Super Bowl where like his ass inflates and then like he farts and his butt turns into a second duo head? That was weird. That was weird. I don't know how they got away with that. Like weird. It's like stuff that belongs on like a fetish site. It's bizarre. I still have a hard time believing it's real. You could tell me it was fake and it didn't actually happen, and I would believe you. I'd prefer that actually, as opposed to the idea. 363, almost 1 year, almost 1 year of actually doing that. It's just the background's gonna piss me off. I don't know what to do. I never know what to do for backgrounds ever. Never know. I never know what to do for backgrounds. But once I'm done with the background, I'm done with this. Hold on. It's okay. What's I do for the last one? I was like purple, wasn't it? It should be in assets, helicopter. It's like a blue color. I'm thinking for this one, we make it like yellow. Yellow might be really bad though. I really want to do like the cereal background again because I like that one. It's like this. I don't want to reuse it at the same. I also don't want to reuse it. I guess they have the same motif of like gradients. No, I guess the helicopter one is like a spotlight kind of thing, not necessarily like a top to bottom gradient. I hate moving layers in this app so goddamn much. If only they were more like what are they called? Metabang paint. Metabang paint is like sane when it comes to having backgrounds. Procreate is not sane. They're insane. They're crazy. They're off the goop. I don't like that. Let's try yellow. Let's try yellow really quick. I feel like this is gonna be a huge can of worms if I try this. If I try drawing like a background, a backdrop of like grassy hills or something like that, then I got to commit to it. And then I got to like add details to it. And it's gonna be a whole thing. Not hating it so far. I think we should go for a darker green and have that be in the foreground. I like some white the background for clouds. Bam. Done. We did it. Wait, no, hold on. We still got the now available on VHS, which should not be hard. Add text. No. Wait, hold on. Text in this app is the worst thing ever. Another thing that Metabong just does better. You dickweed. Like, this should be lower and the logo should also be lower. Like that. Damn. Yeah, this one was the hardest. I think we're done though. I think that's it. It's all right. Looks all right. Came out kind of nice. It's not great, but you know, it's not supposed to be. Actually supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be bad. I'm dog. I'm so tired. Anyways, I think that's probably gonna be it. I think we're done. I might try to maybe next stream, maybe next time I stream, I'll have like an intro set up. Even if it's just like these three, you'll have something set up. So until then, the show is over. I'll see you next time. Sayonara gozaimasu.